So today's video, we're going to be talking about goals from 2026 and how we're doing with those goals, and also budgeting. So we're also going to be talking about budgeting and book buying and all of that good stuff. So there is another book that I am expecting from my library, and it is Wild Reverence by Rebecca Ross. And that book is actually in for pickup. It just came in, but I'm probably not going to be able to go grab it until tomorrow because I don't have a car right now. My husband has the car. He went off to work, so I will have to pick it up tomorrow. I just wanted to update basically like where I'm at with my goals and budgeting and all of that good stuff. So without further ado, I have here my statistics for my yearly stats, and those are not important because they're not goals, but they are fun to look at. Hold on, let me get to where the goals are. I have my first bingo square filled in. I filled in 7 new authors because I've read 7 new authors. Very exciting. I did not finish my winter bingo board, but I do have December to try and complete the last. I only have 3 squares left, and then that would be completed. So we'll see what happens with that. For my 2026 must reads, I have read 3 of the 8 books, which is exciting. The Oh Crap Potty Training book, I am still technically reading it because the potty training book is like, it's like modules, or not even like, it's like blocks. I don't know how to explain it, but basically like when you come to this problem, that's when you read this chapter. If you don't hit that problem, you don't need to read that chapter. And so it's broken up in kind of a different way, but we did put potty training on hold because of some things that happened at home, and we're going to try again when I'm able to give that more attention. So that will be completed, and then I'm in the middle of reading The Nightingale, so we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll have 5 of the 8 books read for sure. The other 3, hopefully. My goals update. Very exciting. Okay, so first of all, one of my goals is to finish at least 3 series this year and get those off. I have a lot of series, guys. Like, I have so many series that I really need to get to. And it's kind of to the point where I'm just kind of like over it. You know what I mean? Like having so many series, I'm kind of over it. I'm also pretty over super long series. I know ACOTAR 6 and 7 is coming out, but you know what? I'm not reading it. Like, I'm just not interested, especially when she was like, I needed over 1,000. Girl, it's not that deep. It's just not. I'm sorry, but it's not. I know so many people are going to buy it anyways, and they're going to continue the story. I will just watch the spoiler review because I don't care enough. I just don't. And also, like, I'm not interested in how spicy she's made her books. So I'm just going to pass on that. But I have finished, like, these are all of my series on this page. So this is all of my series. And then this is all of my, like, what are the words? Classics and nonfiction. So I have so many series. Like, there's just so many series to read. A lot of them haven't even been started, like Red Rising, The Stolen Heir. Like, those haven't even been started. Crave, Strange the Dreamer, Daughter of the Moon Goddess, like Scythe, Powerless, none of those have been even started, which is kind of frustrating because it's like, dude, you know, like, I don't know. I really just want to cross some of these off, you know? And some of them I'm like almost done. Like the Finley Donovan series, I just own 1 more book. And then the next book I think is coming out some point. But yeah, I just need to finish that 1 book. The Bloodsworn trilogy, I just have 1 book. Immortal Beings, I have 1 book. What else do I have? Just like 1 book to do. Pelion Lake, which is like, if you don't remember that series, it's by Maya Sheridan, yes. And it's the Archer, and then Travis, and then the last guy, Greg, George, starts with a G. A Study in Drowning, I have 1 more book for that. Like, there's so many series that I just have one last book. And I just want to get that done. Like, I don't want to start any more series. I just want to finish the ones that I just have one book left. So I have completed 2 of the 3, which was my goal. My goal was to finish 3, and I've completed 2. So I feel like we're really excited. The no buy book ban so far is still going very strong. I actually thought that I was going to have to buy a book. I really did, because my book club pick for the month of March is Wild Reverence. And I went to the library and she was like, oh, honey, there's like 170 people ahead of you. And I was like, oh, okay, then I need to go buy the book. And she was like, oh, no, hold on. I'm just going to, like, she was like, I'm going to do this and this and this. And then you're going to jump to the very top. And I was like, listen, like, I need this book. If it's not in, because we meet weekly. So, you know, and I was like, if it's not in by like March 5th, then I'm just going to buy it. Like, it's not that big of a deal. And she was like, no, it'll definitely be in before then. And then I went in on March 5th at 1 p.m. Okay. I went in at 1 p.m. and the guy goes, yeah, you're 170th on the list. Like, this is not coming until like the 20th. And I was like, I was so angry. I like went into the car, I started crying, and I was just so frustrated. And then we got home, went about our day. And then today, get an email. Hey, your book's in. I was like, are you joking? Are you joking? Luckily, I had not bought it yet because I wasn't going to make my husband go take me back to Target for the second time that day because, yeah, it would have been the second time that day. So we just went home. But, yeah, that was really annoying. But we still have not bought a book. So that's all that matters. And then my read time over my phone time. Okay, here's a thing. Well, actually, we're going to talk about apps. Should I talk about this app, though? Let's talk about this one. So as you can see, I still have about 3 minutes and 13 seconds left, but I have been using my Focus app to help me with my screen time, and it's been really helpful. I literally put it on for 2 hours, and then I just go about my day, and I'm either reading or crocheting or hanging out with my kid or like whatever I'm doing. And that's been literally, it's been so nice to just be able to do that. And I've collected so many socks. You should see my little bean room. It's so cute. I'll show you I will show you in 2 minutes and 43 seconds. I will show you what the room looks like right now, but it's so awesome. I'm loving it. I wish I had been using it more frequently, but I'm loving that I'm using it now. So yeah, my read time over my phone time is not good by any means, but I do have hopefulness for the month of March. I'm really excited for March. And then obviously my clear the cart has not happened yet. We're like 2 months in, so that's not terrible, but I think I've gotten quite a few books off of my cart already. Like, hold on, let me just do a little quick math. I've gotten 12 books off my clear the cart thing. And I think there's like 120 something books on there. So to get 12 off, that's 10%. Like, we're not angry about this. And I say 120 because even though there's not 120 on the actual carts, there are series on the carts. So like, for instance, what did I read? Crown of Midnight, I think. Yeah, so I read Crown of Midnight. So the next book on the cart is The Assassin's Blade. So that's on the cart because it's replacing Crown of Midnight because we're still going through the Throne of Glass series. So there's actually like quite a few books that are on the cart that you don't see because they're part of a series. For instance, Powerless, only book 1 of Powerless is on the cart. The rest of the books are not on the cart yet. So that's exciting. Read 7 classics. I read 2 of the 7. And this month I'm reading Phantom of the Opera, which will be 3 of 7. So that's exciting. And then 12 nonfiction. I actually just picked up this book from the library. It's called The Language of Fanaticism, Cultish, The Language of Fanaticism. And I'm super excited to read this. It's all about how cults are pretty much formed and the language that they use and all of that stuff. It is a nonfiction. So I am actually very excited to start this. My friend is also reading it, so we will be reading this together. She's not that far into it, so I think I can catch up to her pretty easily. But I think Bogart's ready. Oh, it is. Focus with Bogart. Okay. Let's open it. Okay, so as you can see, it like shows this, and then it shows you how many socks he's knit. He's knit 134 socks. Okay, slay. And then you can start a break timer so that you can start focusing again right after your break. But I'm just going to say no for now because I want to show you his little room. Look at that. Isn't that so cute? I am loving this now. And then you can hit this like little button here and hold on, I can't do it when I'm not looking at it. And then you can decorate and there's other rooms. So I can unlock the living room for 1,000 socks. Oops, cancel. I can unlock the living room for 1,000 socks. And yeah, I can decorate. What can I get for 168 socks? I don't think I can get anything right now. I think I need like 300 socks for like cute stuff. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. But it's okay. Super excited. Oh wait, we can get a window maybe. Oh no, that's 300. Just kidding. We need 300 socks. Okay, anyways, done decorating. But yeah, that's the focus friend. I'm loving this. Look at him eating a little bag of chips. So I think I'm going to focus again for, should I do another 120? Let's do it. And then that's what he does. He just sits there and knits socks. It's so cute. So anyways, I am loving the focus friend. It's nice. It's been helpful. It's been super helpful because then like when I do want to look something up, I just don't. And it's usually fine. Like I don't die or anything. It's great. I have a little notebook in my purse that I actually take out and write stuff down in when I'm like thinking of something and I'm like, oh, I wonder how this like works out. Like I have some like random, hold on, let me grab it because it's actually funny. I don't know, but it's fine. I just had like a little notebook thing, but I would just write things like, how is this made? Or how is this done? Or like, who came up with this? So anyways, I'm loving that. It's helping me not be on my phone. So yeah, okay. So sorry, going back to this. So I did get this from the library. I'll talk about budgeting with like this included and all of that stuff. So then 12 Christian books. I haven't read any of those. My reading goal is 35 and I've read 15 books so far this year. We're in March. I've read 15 books, which is almost halfway of my goal, which is super exciting. So there's that. 3 more books and I'm halfway there, girl. And then upload twice a week. I have not been doing the best job. In January, I did it 4 out of 9 times. And then in February, I did it 6 out of 8 times for a total of 10 out of 17 times. It's not the greatest, but it's not the worst either. Anything else to talk about for goals? I don't think so. Okay, so let's go into budgeting. My library haul right here. And I actually need to add in Wild Reverence. 5 books, $129.98. That's incredible, is what it is. It's incredible. So yeah, I feel like budgeting wise, we are doing pretty well. I have purchased one through PANGO, so it counted as my PANGO bucks, so I don't count it as like a book bought. And it was $5. So I have only gotten 1 book off of PANGO. And other than that, I think everything else has been through my library. I did try and get the correspondence through my library, but that's an 11-month hold. So I'm not going to hold my breath for that one. And the other one that I requested was Kin, which was a book of the month pick, which I probably should have just picked that book because I'm super piqued in interest. But for the book of the month pick that I got this March was this one, This Story Might Save Your Life. It looked really interesting. I really do like a thriller, so I went ahead and picked this up. I don't think I'm going to read it anytime soon because I have so many books to get to. It's a little daunting, so I have to do that. So anyways, that's what our budgeting has been looking like so far. And then I do want to talk about the apps. Of course, I did just lock my phone, so you're not going to be able to look at them. But these are the apps, and I will just kind of give you a rundown. I haven't used Bookly. Quite frankly, I think I'm just going to delete the app from my phone because I have no intentions of using it. Reading List, I use it all the time just to update my books. And so it's great. It has all of my physical books in the app, and I can go in and mark them as finished, and it will tell me how many books I have left physically, which is wonderful. I really like that app. It's one of my favorites. It also has stats that go with it. So yeah, I'm really loving Reading List. Goodreads, pretty basic. I just kind of keep it for the reading goal. I couldn't think of what the word was. I keep it for the reading goal, and that's pretty much it. Storygraph, I really like their graphics. I actually use their graphics in my Discord server. We have a tab for monthly reading wrap-ups. And I just put the graphic in there. So do other people. Other people just put the graphic in there. I love it for that case. And it's really useful because you can have all that information there instead of like typing it all out. So I really like Goodreads. Bookmori, again, I use it every single day. I think my reading streak is like 60 something days. I can't even remember. But yeah, I've been reading every single day this year so far. Kind of a sleigh. I'm super excited about that. I'm hoping to read every day this year. That would be an amazing goal. I'll admit some days I just read a page, but it counts. It counts. So I've been reading my books every single day. And yeah. And then we have Fable. I think you guys know, I just don't like Fable. I think it's kind of pointless. I really don't like that it's basically social media. I don't really care about that. It feels very 2016 with the MLM and people just kind of trying to get you to engage on their content. I get it. There's people out there that make a living this way, and I understand it, but at the same time, like, it's just weird. Like, I don't know. Some of the questions are just so strange and generic and like, hey guys, where are all my followers from? Just to get that comment. To me, it just seems like, okay, I guess, I don't know. You don't always have to be philosophical. Like, that's the thing. I personally, if you comment, it should be something that like actually made you want to comment. I know at the end of my videos, I always say like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. But like, if you comment and you just leave a heart, like, yeah, that's fine for the engagement, but like that didn't start a conversation. And the whole point of social media was to start conversations, and asking me where I'm from feels like an awkward first date where you're like, I should have swiped left. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, that's something you would ask when you don't want to be there. So, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of Fable, guys. I'm not a fan of Fable. I'm still going to use it for the year to have, honest feedback, but I am just not a fan. I did have a friend tell me how to switch it from everyone to friends so I can only see my friends, but now it's quite literally Goodreads. So I just don't see why we needed to differ. But okay, whatever. What else? What are the other apps? Cloud Library is my library's Libby app. So that's what we use. We use an app called Cloud Library. I use that a lot for like ebooks and stuff like that. Like sometimes my physical books will be on here as an ebook and I'll snag it. I have listened to I've listened to maybe 2 audiobooks, I think, so far on this. And I just listened to it at 1x speed or 1.2x speed. I'm really bad, guys. I can't, like, some of you are like, yeah, I listened to it at 2x. Amazing. I don't know how you can understand it, but amazing. Good job. I can't do it. I have to listen at 1 or 1.2. And then, even then, like, I have to be doing something mindless that I can do without having to like pay attention. Because if I have to pay attention, I have no idea what I'm listening to. It feels like I'm having 2 conversations at the same time. It's really difficult. So, audiobooks I'm starting to get into, but again, it's not my go-to, I should say. But if that's what works for you, because like honestly, as a busy mom, and that's what works for you, yeah, okay, I get it. I don't even know why I have Kindle as an app on my phone. I have no idea why I have that. And then the last app that I think I use pretty commonly is Everend. And again, I use it for the ebooks. I really like the ebooks. I do use it for like some audio. I think I listened and read one book on audio. Can't remember what it was though. Totally blanking on it. But yeah, sometimes, or at least with Everend, there was a book that I couldn't get on my cloud library for a while. So I got it on Everend and I listened to the audiobook as I read the book at the same time. It must have been something with fantasy words or something like that I was struggling. But yeah, anyways, the point of that story is that I have used Everend a couple times. Not too often though. Okay, those are the apps. That's the apps. Let me see. I think that's everything. Yeah, this was kind of a fast video. I say fast. I've been recording for a half hour. I feel like some of that half hour was me looking for a little book though. Which I'm still looking for. I don't even know where I put it. You know, I used it in another video. So maybe I should just look back at that footage and be like, okay, where did that book go? But anyways, okay. That's all that I have for this one though. And thank you guys for joining in and getting that update. That was fun. I will be doing a reading journal flip through. That's going to be its own separate video. It should be out already. I'm filming it after I film this one, but it should be out already. It's going to be good. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you want to look at the pretty pages, you know, I've got some March spreads. I finished my February spreads and all of that good stuff. So, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much. And I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.